Iowa also hosts a highly watched Senate race this year. In the Republican primary, State Senator Joni Ernst has a slight edge on businessman Mark Jacobs, 25 to 23%. Now, of course, recently, Ernst made national headlines with this campaign ad.
It's a good one.
I'm Joni Ernst. I grew up castrating hogs on an Iowa farm. So when I get to Washington, I'll know how to cut pork.
Isn't even the most shocking ad in the race. Now, Bob Quast, a lesser-known independent, is turning heads with an ad of his own.
Hi, I'm Bob. I am running for Iowa's open seat in the U.S. Senate. Term limits for Congress need to become the 28th Amendment to our U.S. Constitution. I believe in every aspect of our Constitution, which even a baby knows includes the Second Amendment.
If you are the sexual predator and sociopath who murdered my sister Lynette, and you come to my front door to do harm to my girls, I'm going to use my Glock to blow your balls off. Now, please do not confuse me with Iowa's Republican candidate for U.S. Senate.
Okay, Chuck. Well, Iowa nice out the window.
Well, I don't even know where to begin. Other than I think he's alienating the Iowa State fans. He was wearing a University of Iowa sweatshirt. Let's make that clear, not an Iowa State. Yeah. So obviously, we should note that. Look, this race is fascinating me in a couple instances. I think Joni Ernst, if she gets the nomination, it's who Democrats fear. If she gets the nomination, the race gets put into play. I don't buy the fact that the race gets put into play, even if they have a more well-funded candidate, somebody else. And remember, what's interesting about Iowa, if there is a woman nominee for the U.S. Senate, Iowa is one of two states, congratulations, Iowa, that has never sent a woman to Congress. Never. And so that would be interesting to see that, where the Republicans have the woman nominee for U.S. Senate in there. And if that does at all help Republicans get a swing vote that, frankly, the state's very well organized. The Iowa Democratic Party is a machine of sorts. This is a swing state where organization gives the Democrats a 2 or 3 point advantage that they normally wouldn't have if everything were equal. But their party apparatus is just, frankly, so much better than the Republican Party. So Ernst very much intrigues me as a candidate.
And just a side note, as far as women go, in Iowa, of course, we all remember Hillary Clinton. Third place in the Iowa primary, a caucus, almost fatal. Yes,
the Iowa Senate is interesting in a couple of ways. Two attractive Republican candidates, Joni Ernst, an Iraq war vet, who's an impressive young woman, 42 years old, state representative, I believe, and Mark Jacobs, a businessman who's been very successful, also 50-ish, running against a pretty unimpressive, I would say, Democratic congressman, a trial lawyer who went down to Texas and was filmed telling his fellow trial lawyers, elect me and I'll prevent tort reform from ever going anywhere in the United States Senate. Republicans have a lot of good candidates in these states, a lot of younger candidates, fair number of women, fair number of diverse backgrounds, fair number of veterans. I kind of think Joni Ernst might be a stronger candidate than Jacobs, but either way, the state's in play. Iowa has a Republican governor who's about to be reelected by a big margin. As a Republican senator, Chuck Grassley. People are underestimating how high the odds are of Republicans picking up seats in states like Iowa, Michigan, Colorado, I would say even Virginia, purple states that Obama carried.